Hey YouTube, this is Nashtaters. Welcome back to another episode of War of the Visions. As you can see, I'm getting some guests on my show today. And we're going to be doing another review video with the help of my two best friends. Alright, let's get it started. Today's review is going to be on Vadim, or Vadim. No matter how you pronounce it, he's going to be a really good thief to be added to your team. And this is going to be a continuation of the SR review series. Now, Vadim's main job obviously is the thief, and his other job is going to be warrior and samurai. So he's going to be very flexible. Now, one of the most important things about this game, especially in the beginning, is you need to farm lots and lots of gold. And one of the attractive things about having a thief on your job is yes, stealing. But more importantly, mugging. When we're looking at his stats, a couple of things jump out right away. His jump is at 3. He gets an AP boost of 20%, and he gets a little bit extra crit. While his HP and his attack are not super high, he does get a huge bonus with attack power. So his final attack power is going to be 233, which actually is not too bad. Now, he has 3 jobs that I've reviewed many times over throughout my reviews. So it's really easy to go and give you the slide presentation of all his skills, what I recommend, etc, etc. But I think it makes much more sense to simply take a look at his grid and highlight the ones that I feel are going to be really important to make this character successful on your account. First and foremost, you have access to steal right away. The thief job actually acts as a really good support in this game. With abilities such as steal vision, which lowers the accuracy of enemy units, steal time, decreasing their CT gauge, steal hard, in my opinion, one of the most powerful skills in the entire game. What do you guys think? Steal hard? Give me 5. Yes. You too? Alright. So it looks like they're full support of the thieving job. So stealing hard is important because you can charm enemy units. So in the very hard content, it's a very good idea to actually sway one of your enemy units to join your team. It is based off of faith of your unit and faith of the enemy unit. So obviously, the higher the faith, the higher chance of actually landing this skill. The thief job also adds really high evasion. In this case, Shadow Cast, which will increase his own evasion for 3 turns. On top of it, he actually has access to really good skills. Snipe Dagger is actually pretty good because it causes confusion for 3 turns. It also does medium damage. Sneak Attack is going to be pretty much the big damage dealer for the thief. It deals large damage and guaranteed a critical hit when you're hitting him from behind. The Mug ability is pretty much what reason I would suggest building him for. Because of the fact that he can deal damage and have a chance to steal an item, can be really good for him on a farming team, especially on your gold farming team. Hey guys. What? You don't really want to talk about the warriors? Yeah, I agree. We don't really want to talk about the warrior job. For this unit, it's not very useful. The samurai job is actually quite good because it deals a lot of damage. And his main source of damage will most likely come from this skill. The other skill that I recommend will be Night Veil. It is really good for support because it can blind enemy units around Vadim when he sets this off. It does small damage, but in this case, the blind is actually going to be more useful than simply damage. Evasion is actually a big thing for Vadim, and illusion when using the samurai job is going to be really good for him because he can use it to increase his evasion up along with his allies. I just highlighted here. The master ability is very synergistic with this specific unit. It adds evasion rate of 15, and it also gives Pierce magic attack resistance plus 30. In terms of resistance, he's a little bit weak against slash, a little bit weak against missiles. Remember, he has to increase Pierce, to increase magical attack, and of course, he's a little bit strong against strike damage. His Trustmaster is okay at best. It adds some hit points, it is an armor, it does have earth attack resistance, it does add quite an amount of defense, and of course it adds some accuracy. So overall, I feel like this unit is very good, especially for starting players. Later on, when you have more access to more resources, such as Rainbow Fragments of Thoughts, building him is actually a very good investment. One of the things about this game is the chokehold on this game is going to be the Rainbow Fragments of Thoughts. And many people feel like that it's not a good idea to build units that perhaps are not very strong in terms of stats. I beg to differ. The thing about this game is you really want to build units to do a specific job for you. And he does his job quite well. When using him as a thief, he can give you really good support, he can give you really good decent damage, and he can give you really good overall disruption. When you decide to use him as a samurai, he actually can shine and deal a really good amount of damage at max level. So end of the day, I feel like he's worthy unit. In fact, when you get to the point in the game where you have so many Rainbow Fragments of Thoughts and don't know what to do with it, you most likely be building every single unit in this game. Although that may take a couple of years. But nevertheless, that is actually a reality in this game. Overall though, I will rate this unit a solid 7.5 out of 10. In terms of build, the biggest thing I can suggest is go with evasion. Pick the ones that are going to give you the most evasion, and then of course, give him equipment that's going to add more evasion. In terms of weapon, perhaps I would recommend just go for the highest damaging weapon you have on your account. In terms of vision cards, if you have access to some of the more powerful UR cards, and they're reasonably built well in terms of awakening, then I would suggest use those. Shiva can offer more evasion. Of course, the Ramza card can offer more agility. The Odin card can offer more damage against humans. And of course, the Screaming card can offer more slash attacks. In terms of espers, my biggest suggestion is go with the ones that are going to offer the most attack and or slash attack. And if you really want to go pinpoint something specific, perhaps you can go with Odin to do more damage to humans. But overall, since he's not really great in PvP per se, other than actual live PvP matches, my suggestion is just concentrate on the PvE content, giving him access to espers and or vision cards that will really allow him to shine in specific situations. In terms of other PvE content, such as challenge, raid, and tower, using the thief to do steal time, steal heart, and in general, some extra damage is going to be really good for him. In terms of actual PvP, I think he'll shine the most when you get to control him. Because of the fact that you can use him to steal heart, it's going to make him really good. Simply have another unit that can perhaps give him haste, which allow him to kind of run around the map and charming your enemy units. When you're able to steal one of your enemy units, it's really going to turn the tide of battle for you. In terms of arena, he's not so very good because of the fact that it's all AI control. And even if I tell you exactly which skills to turn off for arena, chances are he's still not going to be strong enough in terms of stats to compete against some of the stronger UR units in the game. Added to the fact that enemy units can have a lot of accuracy, making his evasion build really not very useful. And now for my final thoughts. I think Vadim is a very good character, and I think if you're willing to spend the 5 Rainbow Fragments of Thoughts, I think he's a worthy investment. He's going to help you a lot more than you think. And now, let's get some approval for my boys. What do you guys think? Do you think he's worthy of giving me a high five? Yes! What about you? Alright, they both agree that giving me high five suggests that they both approve that this unit should be built. And let's reward them with some snacks. Good job, guys. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. And as always, remember that time is your most valuable resource, so use them wisely. Thank you for watching. Thank you for support for this channel. Take care of yourself and all your loved ones. Nashtater and his family out. Peace.